Sujood at-tilawah, the prostration of recitation, is something that the Prophet did alayhi salatu wasalam. And it is to offer one single prostration at a particular position when a reciter recites an ayah in the Quran. And of course, it is either you are doing so while in prayer, or you're doing it outside of the prayer when you're reading or revising the Quran. And the format of this is quite easy. If you pass by it, by the position in the Quran, and there are 14 ayahs as per the most authentic opinion of the scholars in the Quran, where we offer this sujood, this prostration, 14. So if you pass by it, then you offer the prostration. If you are in salat, you say Allahu Akbar and you fall and prostrate, and then you say the normal adhkar or different ways of adhkar, which we will come to, and you rise up by saying Allahu Akbar. If you're outside the prayer, you're not praying, you only offer one takbir, and you say Allahu Akbar and you prostrate. When you rise up, you don't say anything and you don't offer salam. If you are listening to someone who's reciting the Quran and he passes by an ayah with prostration, if he prostrates, it is a sunnah for you to do so as well. If he doesn't, then in this case, you do not have to prostrate, and it's not a sunnah for you to prostrate because he did not do so. Al-Bukhari and Muslim reported that the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, as Ibn Umar, may Allah be pleased with him and his father, narrates, he said that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was reciting a surah to us that contained a sajda. And he performed the sajda, the prostration, and we prostrated alongside him. And there was no spot for some of us to find on the ground to offer their prostration, because they all went to prostrate like the Prophet did alayhi as-salatu was-salam. And also in Al-Bukhari and Muslim, Abu Rafi', may Allah be pleased with him, says, I prayed with Abu Hurairah, may Allah be pleased with him, and he prayed an ayah in the surah of إِذَا السَّمَاءُ انشَقَّتْ. So he prostrated, and I said, what is this? So he said, I prayed behind the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, and he offered it, so I still offer this prostration whenever I recite this surah until I meet Allah the Almighty Azza wa Jal. What is the virtue of such a sajda? In the authentic hadith, the Prophet said alayhi salatu wasalam, when the son of Adam recites a verse in which there's a sajda and he prostrates, Satan withdraws weeping. He says, woe to him. The son of Adam was commanded to prostrate and he prostrated, so paradise will be his destiny. And I was commanded to prostrate, but I refused, so the fire will be my fate. And the adhkar to be said in such a prostration are the usual, such as Subhana Rabbi al-A'la. Also you can say, Subhanaka Allahumma Rabbana wa bihamdik, Allahumma ghfir li. All is mentioned and prescribed in the authentic sunnah. Also there is a longer dua where the Prophet used to say عليه الصلاة والسلام اللهم لك سجدت وبك آمنت ولك أسلمت سجد وجهي لله الذي خلقه وصوره وشق سمعه وبصره بحوله وقوته فتبارك الله أحسن الخالقين. And also he may say اللهم اكتب لي به أجرا اللهم اكتب لي بها أجرا واحطط أو وضع عني بها وزرا واجعلها لي عندك ذخرا وتقبلها مني كما تقبلتها من عبدك داود. And this again is the sunnah. You can choose whichever you wish. If you just limit yourself to Subhan Rabbil A'la, that would suffice beautifully.